He can hit the broadside of a thing with a not-so-broad side.
Hey, what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Transformers The Last Night Deluxe class, CROSSHAIRS. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right up front here, we have CROSSHAIRS. His name is CROSSHAIRS. Hey, look, it's from a movie all about symbol Transformers. On this side of the box, we have another image here of CROSSHAIRS, and he is a rogue sharpshooter, and that's all you need to know about him. On this side of the box, we just have Transformers, and he is a deluxe class, a classe deluxe, a classe de lujo, and a classe deluxe. On the top, Prime, Bumblebee, Drift. On the bottom, words and things and copyrights and all that good stuff. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shot warning. Please don't eat anything in this box. That could be very bad for you, and that's basically it for the packaging. So moving right along, here we have Deluxe CROSSHAIRS, and basically what they did with CROSSHAIRS is the same thing they did with Drift and with Hot Rod. Hot Rod, they did a little bit more to him, but still basically the same thing they did with those other two figures, whereas they gave him his new alt mode and just kind of reworked the robot mode bits to accommodate the new alt mode shell. So it's pretty nice, though. I do quite dig them. They did make some improvements, which I am a fan of. So let's get in close here so we can take a look at the details. You can see the Corvette logo right there, although they did not paint it. That's all right. Good front grille done in black, as well as the splitter there. And you have the transparent plastic right there. There is silver painted detail underneath that does kind of pop through, but that's a little too tinted for you to see it, but it's there. It does kind of show up. Black there on the hood. The windshields do have a lot of sparkle to them. They're sparkly. I don't know why they're sparkly, but they made it sparkly. Sparkle, sparkle. I don't know. I don't get it. And this black going right across the top here. All the nice striping on the sides. The rims are painted a nice silver. And the back, you have the taillights painted red. And again, you got the Corvette logo right there, which is not painted. On the underside, you can pretty much see how everything is gonna work out there. Work out there. That's what I was trying to say. And he does roll, as rolling things should. Hooray for rolling! Yay for things that roll. There you go. And for comparison, let's bring in Drift. You can see how they look together. Here he is with Hot Rod. So you got that going on. There he is with the Wave 3 Bumblebee. That's how he scales with the Bumblmeister. There he is with Voyager Hound. So you got that going on. Here he is with Voyager Prime. So you have that. And here he is with Mi Amigo Squeaks. That's Mi Amigo Squeaks. There you go. And last but not least, here he is with the Age of Extinction crosshair. So you can see everything that they remolded. And they basically completely reshelled the alt mode here to give him the new Stingray body style. And yeah, looks very nice. I definitely prefer this body style a lot better. I think it looks way cooler, just a lot slimmer and sleeker. I really dig that. So there you have that. He does include his weapons. He's got his two guns right here, which are just cast in a black plastic. With some pretty nice detailing going on here. Of course, they're all gappy on the other side. That's the good side. That's the photogenic side. That's the ugly side. That's the good side. You get two of those guns. You can store them in the vehicle mode, and how this works is we have these little tabs right here. If the camera will focus, you focus on the tabs. There you go. You have little tabs right here, which will go into these little slots right there where my fingernail is. So you just take the one and you just slot that right in there like that. Then you take the other one and you just plug it in on the other side like so. And there you have your weapon storage. And it does not affect anything. He still rolls just fine. Because you see it doesn't even hang down at all. So there you go. So you have your weapon storage, and there you have Crosshair's vehicle mode, and that's pretty much it. So let's get down to transformation, shall we? Let's. So we'll remove the guns and put those off to the side, and we'll get started. So we just come to the back here, and you want to untab these side sections here, which will free up this rear section of the car. And just bring that up. It's on a double hinge. Just bring that up and over like that. And then you come to this section right here, and you just pull this down right there, and just untab that section right there like that. And you take this wheel section and just flip that back. And then the shoulder comes down a little bit right there. Bring the shoulder down, and you can see his arm, the angle you have to put his arm when you're going into vehicle mode. And you just straighten his arm out like that. And there you have an arm all done. And you do the same thing on the other side. Just untab that, bring that back, bring his shoulder down, bring that shoulder piece down, straighten out his arm, and there you go. So now we will come to these side sections here and just raise them up. It's going to be a little hard to do, but there you go. You can see that just tabs in right in there. So untab that, just bring that out. Oh, that side came undone for me, thank you. And just bring that out like that. And then you take this whole assembly here and you just raise that up. You take the front section of the car here, flip that in. Then you take this hood section and you flip that in like that. And everything compresses nice like. So once you have that done, you split the legs, bring the foot down, flip out his heel spur, and rotate there at the thigh swivel. And you got a leg all done. Second verse, just like the first, bring that down, flip that out, rotate, and the last thing you're going to do is you're going to come in here and you're going to flip out these panels right here to finish off the trench coat look. And there you go. There you have Crosshairs in his robot mode, and there's a whole lot of green going on here. My main gripe with the figure is there's just way too much green. He needed some more paint on him to break up all this green. It's a lot of green. He is not this green. Yeah, that's my only real gripe with the figure, is just lack of paint, but that's pretty much always my gripe with these figures, is that they need just a little bit more paint here and there. But although though, pretty cool. So let's get in close here, not on his belly button, but on his noggin. There's his noggin. You do get some nice silver paint there on the face, blue for the eyes. Again, they didn't paint anything on his head, but they did do that on the Age of Extinction version, but we'll get to that when we get to the comparisons. He does have a little Autobot symbol right there on his chest. He does have a lot of silver paint on his body here. You can see all that silver paint right there on his thighs, and that looks very, very nice. Very cool. Just really makes all that detail pop. So I dig that. You got the silver paint here on his feet, which looks quite nice. You got the detailing here in his forearms and whatnots. And you got the trench coat going on, which I dig. I love that he's a robot wearing a trench coat. I still love that about Crosshairs. I love that design. And the back here, I do like how everything compresses up. Now, if you want, you know, the back here to hang as low as the sides here to give him more of a full trench coat look, you can just bring this panel down, and that'll work out a bit better for you. As always, your toy, display it however you wish. I'm just going by the official transformation per the instructions, which is just to fold all this up like that. So, but again, your toy, do what you want with it. What do I care? It's yours. Do what you want, and I'll do what I want. So there you go. Now, articulation-wise, his head is on a ball joint. I believe it's on a ball joint, or is it? I can't tell. I actually can't tell. But you do get a little bit of rotation. His collar gets in the way, so that's pretty much all the rotation you're going to get out of his head. The arms can do a full 360, although there's a lot of junk hanging off of his arms, but, you know, it kind of bumps into stuff, but you can get his arms around, kind of, sort of. Maybe it's doable. There you go. You do have inward and outward movement. The shoulder pieces are on hinges, so you can angle those how you want. He does have a bicep swivel. He does have a double jointed elbow. He has wrist swivels. Nothing at the waist. The legs can go forward that far, can go back only that far before this gets in the way. Outward, He can do the full splits. He does have a thigh swivel. Under 90 degrees of bend out to the knee, and the feet can move up due to transformation. They can't really move down. This heel piece can move down if that serves any purpose for you. That's pretty much it. And the side pieces here of his coat, you can take those and kind of, flail those out however you want. You can bring them back, bring them back a little bit. Hey, you have a little bit of posability options there with the coat. And there you go. Now, of course, you can give him his guns here. Hold them in his hands, and he holds them nice and secure. So he's got that going on. You can store the weapons in robot mode. You're supposed to be able to store the weapons in robot mode, but it doesn't quite work. Unless I'm just doing something wrong, which I totally could be, but I don't know. But what happens here, as you can see, there's this tab right in here, and there's also a square tab right here, which is supposed to go into this slot right here and this bit right here. And that's what the instructions say. And on mine anyway, that does not hold at all. Like, there's no friction there. Like, that just, I have everything lined up. I mean, I'm pushing it, so nobody can say you're not pushing it hard enough. No. it just falls right out. I don't know. And I knocked one of his guns out of his hand, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm doing it the way the instructions are telling you to do it. The instructions are telling you to do it with the handles out, unless maybe it's supposed to be with the handles facing in. Maybe it's supposed to be like this. Maybe that's the way it's supposed to go. It doesn't work. It does not work. It does not work. It just does not work. I see what they were going for, but I don't know. It does not work. Could be a case of that's just my copy. I don't know. I can only comment on the copy of the toy that I'm holding in my hand. On mine, it does not work. For you, maybe it will. I don't know. But anyway, that's all right, because I just want him holding his guns anyway, because that's what CROSSHAIRS does. He shoots people. And to shoot people, you have to be holding your guns. So there you go. So you got that going on. There you go now for comparison. Here he is with Deluxe Drift. So you can see how he looks there with the man with honor. And we'll also bring in Hot Rod. So you can see how he looks with them. Here he is with Deluxe Bumblebee, his wave mate. So you can see how they look together. Here he is with Voyager Hound. And we'll bring in Voyager Prime, so you can see how they look together. So we have that. And last but not least, here he is with mi amigo Squeaks! Mi amigo Squeaks! Anyway. So there you go. Oh, one more comparison. I almost forgot the most important comparison. Here he is with the Age of Extinction Deluxe CROSSHAIRS. You can see how they look together, and you can see all the changes that they made. And this CROSSHAIRS, the one thing I like about this CROSSHAIRS is it does have a lot more black, on the helmet, on the body, and this one just, more black on the legs here. And this one is it's too much green. It's too much. I do like these pieces, these little flip out pieces here for the trench coat. I do like these pieces a lot more than these little rubber pieces. On this version, it didn't really work all that well. It worked well enough, but looking at it now, I'm like, yeah, that works out a lot better. Definitely looks better. But yeah, you can see here, there's differences here. Hey, don't you fall, man. Don't you fall. Back here. So, yeah. There you go. So there you have that. So there you have Deluxe CROSSHAIRS. I have my nitpicks with him, but otherwise, all in all, I think he's a definite improvement over the Age of Extinction version. You know, I really dig him. I like the, you know, I like the new way the coat works. I love the new body style for the car. You know, I love his new alt mode in this movie. I think it looks way better than the Age of Extinction version. Again, could have had, you know, some more paint just to break up all this green. It would have been nice if the guns stored in here the way they're supposed to. That just does not work. Again, I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but it doesn't work for me. But although I do quite dig him, so there you go. So if you would like this or any other Transformers movie toys, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below, so check that out. You can also check out my Transformers movie toys playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of the good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Transformers The Last Night Deluxe Class CROSSHAIRS, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud. Palm in your face! What are you doing? I am becoming one with the universe. No, really? What happens if I kick this? Ah! You have no honor. No, I never said that I did.